Yeah, I was tempted to, well, wasn't going to happen. But I was like, man, delete that and do it again tomorrow and try to make it look a little prettier. But I went, nah, man, just show it warts and all. I needed to see that. My right leg it got atrophied. Let's just call it sciatica. I know that's what it was. It's sciatica. And there's different schools of thought. Like, say 90% of healthcare professionals, what are orthopedic surgeons or physical therapists, think it's caused by pathology in the spine. Arthritic changes or injuries in the spine. And then there's like 10% that think musculoskeletal pain is caused by emotional issues, like suppressed negative emotions, powerful negative emotions suppressed in the subconscious, affecting the physical body, the mind-body connection. Subconscious affects the body using the autonomous nervous system. It's well known it does. It's just that a lot of the doctors don't want to admit it because they would be deleted from the equation. They'd be subtracted from the equation, and it's like, oh, all I need to do is be aware that I've got powerful suppressed emotions and subconscious that cause health problems, and try to be cognizant of that. And every time I feel something physical wrong with me, or stomach or headache or that I try to think, man, maybe it's got something to do with emotional problems or issues, stress. But anyway, it's sciatica. It felt like, I've had sciatica for years. Whatever causes it, I've had it. And one day it was an attack, and it just never got. It just was bad. And I was favoring that leg every time. Instead of standing on both legs, I'd always stand on my left leg. Or when I'm riding my bike, I would, when I was stop pedaling to take a break, I'd straighten out my left leg and have my right leg bent. I was favoring it in everything I did, And eventually I realized, dude, my leg is atrophying. I can barely move it. And what you just saw now is much improved. That's a gang of work I've done to get it as strong as it is. So, but I've never done a workout on camera like this and watched it. Kind of sobering. So I left it just like it is. Here in about 4 or 5 more months when I'm in Chicago, if I get to Chicago, there's no guarantee that any of my plans are going to come to fruition, but I'm planning on it. And when I get there, I'm going to put my training into overdrive. And like I said, I want to get up to 100 push-ups. Okay, I'm going to get up to 50 push-ups, okay? And then 100 squats, 50 lunges on each leg. Oh, no, first 100 crunches, 50 push-ups, 100 squats, 50 lunges on each leg, and then drop down and do another 50 push-ups at the end. Because I don't think I'll ever be able to get 100 in the clip again. I'll try. What I'll do is every time I do that workout, I'll add one. And I'm getting 30 now, so if I have like a 75, I just keep adding one. I've tried that a few years back, and I got up to like 95. But it was ugly. I was cheating, kind of. I'd like pike up and put my butt in the air to like move my, to hold myself in different muscle groups, or hold myself on one arm with my other arm off the ground and move around. I'm not going to do that this time. I'll try to increase my push-ups. 50 and 50 and 102 sets, 50 and 50 is pretty good for an old man. That's what I'm shooting for then. And of course, I'm going to be going on jogs. Before I leave Chicago, I want to do a 20-mile run. Way before I leave Chicago. I want to do a 20-mile run within the first couple of months I'm there. That way, if I can do a 20-mile run, I'll go to a motel, have my stuff secure in the motel room, and all I'll bring is like an action camera. I'm going to try to get another cheap action camera because I'm tired of using this telephone for everything. I'll use it for some things, real quick, uploads, but I want to have the action camera, and I want to learn how to use it where I have all the attachments, because I've lost all the stuff to this other one. I think there's a cord you can use. You have to learn how to use the app. It's that simple. I need to get another SD card reader for the Android. That way, if I do get these SD cards from my sister, I don't have to use the computer to watch them. I can use the SD card reader on my phone where I can organize them, where I can mark them. See, I can go through, okay, I'll just be able to tell what kind of clothes I'm wearing and how long my beard is and what bike I'm riding and what the landscape looks like. Okay, this is from that trip. This is from that trip. And I'll organize them because, say, a cross-country bike trip, there's like 5 SD cards, 6, 7 SD cards, okay? And then the Montana, the one where I was going through Montana, that's like 4 easy. So, and there's a few other my kayak trip. It's ugly. The camera was really messed up. It was going in and out of focus. I don't even know if I want to upload that one. I will, but it's not good. I don't know if I'll ever get those SD cards. That's another thing. Just because my sister said she's going to send them, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, or they might get lost or whatever. But if that doesn't happen, if that falls through, it'll be disappointing, but I'm going to be going on a pretty long bike trip. It's like 750, 800 miles. And a lot of it's going to be along the Mississippi River. 600 miles of it, easy. And then I'm going to be training for the Ultra. And if I can get up to 20 when I'm up in Chicago, I'll sign up for the Rocky Raccoon. And then I'll keep working and saving and training. And then I'll come back here and I'll order all the upgrades for the kayak. I'll leave all my new gear. It's not going to be that new then, but you know what I mean. My new gear at my mom's storage space, her little shed, and then I'll get all my old stuff and take the upgrades and ride up to New Madrid, install them, and launch. And then I'll have a storage space before I even go. I'm not going to play that game again. And then I'll get to Morgan City, put it in the storage space I've already gotten ready for me, paid for in advance, and then I'll get my ass to Huntsville and participate in the Rocky Raccoon. So if nothing else happens, there'll be those 3 things, and me showing myself bivouacking, panhandling, and living on the streets of Chicago. Yeah.